In the early days, if you were looking for a skateboarding game, this is kind of all that was on offer. But then in August 31st, 1999, things were about to change. I'm Edward Harvey, and this is the 20th anniversary of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on Enigmatic Play. Hello gamers, and welcome to Enigmatic Play, the show that captures video gaming magic from any era. And today, it's all about Mr. Tony Hawk. So why did it take so long to get a great skateboarding game? Well, it hasn't always been cool.
You say this is nothing new. You used to do it when you were a kid, and you probably did.
Skateboarding needed a hero, a trendsetter, a pioneer. And it got one.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, look at this!
In the summer of 1995, ESPN launched the X Games, and suddenly extreme sports were getting the respect they deserve and started weaving their way into popular alternative culture. In the late 90s to early noughties, even if you weren't a skater, you listened to their music, you wore the clothes skaters wore, and you felt like you needed to be a skater. So you tried it, we all tried it, and it was great, until we hurt ourselves. So if you're anything like me, a shit skater that didn't have the skills or the balls, you needed an alternative. And that was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the Sony PlayStation. Yes! Yes! So even if you weren't good at the real thing, that sense of achievement from skateboarding could be found in this game because it was so easy to pick up. X would jump or ollie, square with the directional buttons, or circle with the directional buttons in the air, would do a flip trick or a grab trick, and if you wanted to slide or grind along an object, it was just triangle and the directional buttons. It's just so easy. That's it. Like all good games, it had a steep learning curve, and the goals became tougher and tougher. And soon enough you'd be going into spasm trying to press too many button combinations for your brain or hands to handle. When you started failing on this game, it became really frustrating. And in order to achieve some of the goals, you had to have a perfect run. So that meant you're gonna have to retry. A lot. Shit! Oh, fuck! But like every good game, that frustration wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It was addictive. It was an addiction, this game. I can beat you, Tony. I can beat you. I've got you. I've got you. When he started to get really good on the game, it was that soundtrack that really fueled that fire. Yeah! push yourself to achieve those goals, and you pushed and you pushed and you finished the game, you unlocked a little video of the skater you finished it with performing a few tricks. Now that might seem a little underwhelming, but at the time, back in the day, you'd earned that, you wanted that, and you were happy with it. So in the last 20 years, we've seen many sequels come and go. And a lot of them have been really, really good. So on the whole, it's been a very successful franchise, and I've been pretty happy with it. So happy 20th, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I'll see you next time on Enigmatic Play. Keep on gaming.